Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy. The Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Louisville's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players have you guys been using for motivation to make an impact here at your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Quickly complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they...
No way to go. The ball is loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. But a nice job understanding you just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Check down would be the last resort. Snagged out of the air. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. A solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Virginia Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The arm throw is complete. They make the stop right. Pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the back in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Works the middle of the field. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hokies are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Touchdown, Virginia! Make the grab and come on into the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They mark yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back on the offense, coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Same man entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think he can give up on a play like that. They're willing to gamble. Let's see if it pays off. 4th and short from the 42. They stop him short of the marker. They'll turn it over on down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the 1st. Wants to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Washington notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Husky Stadium is worth its weight in gold. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there versus 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down to 26.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Scrimmage before he gets down. Line getting set on second down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unleashes it on the run. And incomplete on the deep ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's got it on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down. But a good gain on that play. Cardinals come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Durant. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Quarterback pulls it on the read option, going left. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They go to the ground. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And the end zone is picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Sends the offense onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reads. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field. They just got to make more plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space.
Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump them.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, it makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Hokies had good field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Oh, they're after him. He's got it on the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there. They have the big play to start the drive. But this fires down, leaves us with 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on a nice pickup there. The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Running the green. Across the 45. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's at...
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time when you see requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in the little apple behind them, they're kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Definitely be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never comes. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he gets it down at the 14-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He strikes downfield. And he's close to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as
27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. He slides it just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get a return man down on the ground. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great run today from there in Blacksburg. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
The Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Red pass, it's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And the Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Brings up second down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the RPO, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. On the read, running to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Durant. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. This is a 53-yard attempt.
Kick is good.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. Going for it all. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play call is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is in front. They have controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackle and the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no.
There he goes. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. This has been utter domination through three quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Offense in an empty set. To the air on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cardinals with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they lose the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but they go in and slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this team.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Breaks into the open. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Right on the money. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback running on the draw.
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-league plays. When I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And the kicker delivers the free ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They'll run it from the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Clock stopped as we reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the bench, see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down the runner play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Bomber, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Number 10, Hans punts it away.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coach coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.